ready to re-crunch.
Hey, what's going on everyone? This is JoeYoursTruly back with another video. Today I have a kind of a cool game to showcase to you guys. This is a game that I originally wasn't gonna upload just because I always record my games, but I don't necessarily always commentate. That's kind of like the main kind of gameplay I show up to you guys. And in this game, I was not really commentating at all. Like, I was kind of dead quiet for the most part. I was just mostly recording just for the sake of, just in case it's a cool clip, I can kind of pull that and put that on like Twitter on the YouTube short. But this was a game that was against some really good players. 3 of them was from ToS, who is a kind of a competitive team for Predecessor, and they actually won one tournament, so they're definitely good players for sure. And the player that I was playing against myself this game was actually Stark, and he's actually a really cool streamer, and he's definitely knows his stuff. So as soon as I saw these guys, I definitely know I have to play a little serious, which was a little unfortunate initially because I was playing to just kind of have a chill night, but this turned out to be a bit banger of a game. And of course, I want to give my team a shout out because they're really cool supporters of the channel, so definitely big shout out to them, and they did really well this game, which you can will see shortly. But anyways, let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this video, because it's definitely a departure from my normal kind of chill commentary. This is kind of a serious joke kind of video. I don't want to do this often. I only want to do this for these kind of more special occasions where I'm going against more well-renowned players, for example. So thank you guys again for all the awesome support, and enjoy the gameplay. Okay. Actually cringe. Okay, dude, this guy's. It's a wood right there. Oh my god.
Allied tower under attack. Your skill rises. Enemy tower under attack. Enemy tower under siege.
Okay. Actually, clinch, man.
Allied tower under attack. An enemy has fallen. Rises. Allied tower under attack. Killing.
Re-crunch, Rick.
Double kill. Your power grows. Allied tower under attack. An enemy tower is under attack.
Ready to re-crunch.
Allied tower under attack. siege. Unstoppable. An ally has been kill. Enemy towers destroyed.
Re-crunch ready.
Allied tower destroyed. Heroic. Allied tower under attack. An allied tower is destroyed.
Re-crunch mode ready.
Your power grows. Enemy tower under siege. Legendary.
Ready to re-crunch.
Enemy towers destroyed. An enemy tower is under attack.
But
Legendary.
Re-crunch mode ready. ready.
Legendary. Tower under attack. Allied tower destroyed. Legendary. Allied tower under. An allied tower's destroyed.
Read crunch mode.
Enemy is fallen.
Read crunch ready. Ready. Read crunch.
Enemy. Enemy towers destroyed. Ally has been slain. Enemy inhibitor.
Oh, whatever. Okay.
Your skill rises. Enemy towers destroyed. Allied towers destroyed.
Read crunch ready.
An enemy inhibitor is under
Hmm.
legendary.
Ready to read crunch.
Double kill.
Crunch ready.
under siege. Enemy inhibitors down.
To re-crunch.
Enemy inhibitor deactivated. The enemy core down. Serenity. Double kill.
Re-crunch mode. Ready.
The enemy core is under attack. The enemy core is under attack. The enemy core is under enemy core under attack. The enemy core is under attack.
Game way too low.
Re-crunch mode. Ready.
They just threw everything on me, huh?
Enemy has fallen. Yours. An enemy inhibitor is under siege. Enemy inhibitor deactivated. The enemy core is under attack.
Re-crunch mode. Ready.
An enemy inhibitor is down. The enemy core is under double kill. Claim your reward.
Nice. The whole team was just popping off. Let's go. Yeah, that's a lot of damage right there. Oh, that's a lot of fan requests coming in. Yeah, I shall accept the fan requests. Let's see. Nice. Hey everyone, for those who are interested, I'm doing some post-game commentary in this last segment of the video. I didn't want to do like kind of a voiceover because not only I don't really have the time to really kind of do those edits right now, but also the fact that I think it's a little too annoying if you constantly hear my voiceover when there's some gameplay and whatnot going on. So I thought this is kind of the best way to do it that kind of fits my style. But essentially, it was a very easy matchup for the most part. I don't think it's easy necessarily, because the thing with range offlane is like a mode, like you play it to kind of shield your opponent by a bit by just keeping them off your entire time and just constantly poking them down, right? Because usually offlane it's melee versus melee, so if you bring the range character in the mix, you get to kind of poke them out the whole bunch, so you can have really good control of the wave but also constantly poke them down, and once they get low enough in HP, that's where you can kind of go in and all in. So that's kind of the whole point of the mode. Actually, is offlane. It's a fun pick, right? And I think Stock was doing it for a fun pick for sure. It's very unfortunate that he went against someone that knows how to deal with the range offlaner. I personally still find range offlaners very annoying, but I play it against them enough to know exactly what you need to do. And essentially, what you need to do is look for opportunities to go in and avoid getting poked out too much. So trying to go in for CS if you can without getting poked down too hard, and once they overstep up or they kind of drop the guard down a little bit, that's where you can just go in, instantly punish them, do a really good trade, or even go for a kill and whatnot. Because I think what really helps offlaners against a range offlaner is a jungler or mid lane that knows how to punish that, because if range offlaners are very easy to get punished by the jungle or mid lane, so that early game by Rampage really helped me, because that set me up to be able to have a kill threat and get the solo kill on the Murdoch early on. So definitely was a really good game by the Rampage. And so I guess I'll talk a little bit about the build that I was going with. I think Quench is a very good offlaner. I think I consider him to be one of the better offlaners, probably one of the best bruiser, duelist, offlaner just because of his flexibility, just knowing how to adapt to different situations, different matchups. I kind of found Crunch to be kind of like the jack of all trades, just being able to have very good matchups for the most part. He feels like he doesn't really have a bad matchup. He has annoying ones like a Steel or Grux, but even against these two people, if you know your matchup well, you can eventually actually look for opportunities to go in like Steel. You kind of outscale him and just be able to all in on him once you hit 6. Same thing with Grux too. Like Grux has a lot of kill threat, but he's still a very squishy boy, so you can go for really quick trade opportunities and back off, whereas Grux is a very sustaining kind of fighter, so as long as you don't take too long of a trade with Grux, you should be in the totally fine spot. You always have an R&B to get out that, and Grux can't really chase after. But essentially, the items that I always go on Crunch is Mutilator. This item's been nerfed like multiple times, but it's still a very good item in the right situations, and I consider this a core item on Crunch just because of how well this item works with Crunch. Crunch loves physical power, ability haste, and the Army Fan for the sustained kind of fighting, and the fact that he can proc these like mutilate passive so frequently and just so consistently makes it a very good power spike for Crunch. It's just a very good item to almost always go first on Crunch, and the fact that being able to steal maximum health makes Crunch a kind of more sustaining fight, so he's able to get some of that HP, like bonus HP, and not be able to be too squishy in these fights. So I like going Mutilator, and I always like to go Dracoon. Like I always go Mutilate, Dracoon together because those two items just work really well with each other. Dracoon just synergizes so well with Crunch's kit of all inning. You gain additional physical power, increased healing, so you get more healing from the Army Fam and from your ultimate passive. So I always go these two items. The only time I don't do Dracoon is if I'm against a very CC heavy team comp, and if I am against a very heavy CC enemy team comp, then I just go and book it second, then I do like Dracoon third. Like Dracoon is you almost want to build on Crunch because I think it's just a really good item on him. And after that, you kind of just build out items depending on the enemy team you're facing. If you're facing against a lot of heavy magical damage, you go Mallets, which gives you Army Fan, very good, and this is a really good passive, so if they slow you down a lot, you can pretty much ignore the slows and stay on top of them. I always like Salvation because it helps Crunch not get busted down and have opportunities to turn the fight around if he can live through it. But yeah, essentially those are kind of the big items I want to go with. I went, what was it? Tainted Blade? Is that what it's called? Yeah, I went Tainted Blade because they had like lifesteal, like mostly the Rampage, and the fact that I saw the Modok was building lifesteal, so I just went Tainted Blade so I can kind of counter all of his lifesteal and whatnot. But besides that, yeah, those are kind of the main items to definitely look out for. I'm trying to see if there's one more. Oh, of course, Legacy, because there's one mistake I made, and that was I was trying to greed for the Oathkeeper, which is it's not a bad choice. Oathkeeper is a very solid choice to go on Crunch, but against a team they actually have a lot of CC ish for the most part, so I should have gone Obook and Will last, or Legacy, which is a really good another counter to all the CCs. You can kind of cleanse the CC and kind of like get out of that sticky situation. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely let me know down in the comments once again what you think of the video, because this is definitely a different vibe of a video. I was kind of dead quiet. I was just focused solely on the gameplay, not really necessarily commentating. So this is part of the video, first video I guess you guys see me playing the most kind of serious, most focused. So maybe that can be kind of a cool showcase of how I normally play outside the commentary videos. I definitely want to prioritize my regular commentary show gameplay videos. At the end of the day, that's my main content that I enjoy doing the most. So occasionally, once again, if I come across some really cool gameplay, if I come across really cool kind of games, well, not necessarily commentary, it was against really good plays, for example, that's something I might post. Just let me know down in the comments if you enjoyed this kind of gameplay. Thank you guys once again for all the awesome support. Shout out to my team for being awesome supporters of the channel and just being very chill players, and GG's to the MA team. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.